Hello, this is Adam Hewison. I'm coming to you live from the digital studios of MarketClub with your MarketClub update for Friday, the 8th of April, 2011. Here's what's happening in the markets right now. Silver's trading over $40 an ounce, only $10 from its all-time high it made in 1980. Record high gold prices. Oil surged to new highs, close to $112 a barrel, and inflation jumps another 0.5%. The dollar index crashing to new 15-month lows. Stocks are waffling. All this is occurring while your representatives in Washington are fiddling and cannot come up with a budget. It sort of reminds you of Rome in its final days, doesn't it? Okay, let's take a look at our updates and what we're looking at right now. We're going to start with our first market, which was silver. And here we are. This is on our portfolio manager, and you can see silver trading at, this is real time, 40.45 last. That's up 1.41%. And as you know, we've been talking about buying silver, selling gold, because the ratio is getting wider and wider in favor of silver. So let's go to our MarketClub charts, the blue tick, and you can see we have a plus 100, and we see this market going higher. And you can see our last major buy here was 29.49. The market's at 40. Huge profits. Our longer term trend from 1874. Huge profits in this market. This market's heading higher. This is a perfect candidate for a weekend trade. If we close at these levels today, Friday, I think we'll see the market higher on Monday and Tuesday. But one of the cool things we have at MarketClub is not only these great charts and our trade triangles, which can help you enormously take the emotion out of market. In fact, you may want to take our poll that we have right now at our traders blog, and that address is club.ino.com/trading. We are taking a poll of people's emotions when they trade the market. This is something very important to actually get rid of when you're trading. So let's take a look at what we're saying on our talking charts.
With a plus 100 reading, this market is showing remarkable strength, and the trend is very much intact. We expect the trend to continue, and we would hold positions with tight money management stops to protect capital.
Okay, there you have it. These talking charts, by the way, we do this on 258,000 symbols. So they're always with you. They're updated all the time. We just don't put a comment in there and it stays like that all day. If these triangles change, we change with them. So you'll really find that very, very useful. Let's just take this out a little bit. Something I'm looking at in silver, and I want to share with you. And here it is. I think we'll see this market continue to go higher, and here's the reason why. I think we've got basically, I'm going to use our trend line tool, and I'm just going to draw 3 quick trend lines in here. Basically, I think we'll see this market go into the next upper level of this parallel trend lines, these 3 trend lines, and I think we will see this market much higher. I think we're definitely going to hit $50 an ounce for silver. Think about that. That's another 25% higher than we are right now, and in futures that's enormous. So let's take this off and go back to our charts, and let's look at our next market. That's gold. Again, very strong markets. We're trading at $1,471.90. That's up 0.5% for the day. New record high prices. We've never been here, and this is a reflection of the dollar that's crashing. People just don't want to hold dollars anymore, and the government is just ignoring this fact. It's amazing to me that they're fighting over pennies while we're losing gazillions in foreign exchange clout. And there's something else I want to tell you, which we'll talk about in just a moment, but here we are. We've talked about this on our previous 1 p.m. shows, and we've talked about the importance, and I'm going to just draw a little something on the screen here. We talked about this being a major resistance level right here. The fact that we've broken over this level, and this is a huge energy point right here, and let me just take this off the screen. This is a huge energy level, and this is going to be capable of taking this market, and this is spot gold, to $1,500 an ounce. That's where we're seeing this market right now, and I think that's the measurement. And our trade triangles have been long from 1430, 1444, and 1429. Nice profits in this, almost $40 profit in this position, and certainly $40 plus in this position. So again, great profits we're hanging on, and this is the great thing about trade triangles. There's no guesswork. It just mathematically works out in your favor if you trade with the trade triangles, and that's of course what we recommend when you become a member of MarketClub. So let me take everything off the screen, clear this off, and let's go back to our next market. And this is oil. Oil is obviously the problems in the Middle East just aren't going to go away anytime soon. And this is a finite resource. So we're going to be looking at two things. We're going to be looking at the USO and also May crude oil. Now, May crude oil is trading $111.99 right now. And if I go on the chart, you'll see we've traded over 112 a barrel. This is enormous. This is really telling you we're going to see this market continue to go higher, and chances are we're going to hit the 140 level that we saw 2 years ago. And look at this market. This is a perfect candidate for a weekend trade. If we close at these levels, I can tell you that the professional traders will basically be long this market for the weekend. And this is what we're looking at now, the USO, which is the ETF for oil. So let me just draw something on the chart because I want to share this with you very quickly. And this is what I saw as resistance. We're clearly through that. We can measure from this point here, 39 to 43. That takes us up to 47. That's on the ETF. And here's the symbol right here. And that's the cool thing about MarketClub. We carry all these things. We carry cash prices for oil. We carry the ETFs, the gold miner stocks, everything you possibly need to trade successfully we carry. So this to me is an excellent 52-week high rule. If you're not familiar with this rule, I suggest you go on our blog, search for 52-week high rule, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. This market is heading higher. It'll probably be higher on Monday. I do not expect anything to happen to the government, at least the U.S. government. I don't think they can decide on what they want to do. But let's take a look at our next market. This is really what is concerning to a lot of folks who are like myself, and probably you too. So let me clear everything off the screen. And let me go back to my portfolio. And I just have one portfolio of this. I just set this up just for our MarketClub update. But I have many commodity portfolios, energy portfolios. You have unlimited use of portfolios. And obviously we have our perfect portfolios, World Cup portfolio, and global strategy portfolio. By the way, our World Cup portfolio is up 30% in the first quarter, and we're doing incredibly well starting in April with our positions in this market right now. But let's take a look at the inflation, and how we do that is take a look at our CR Reuters Jeffries index. And I'm just going to get a chart here, easy to do. It's MarketClub, you'll find it's amazingly easy to do. You know, we have a lot of helpful videos to help you learn how to trade, how to use MarketClub, but the reality is once you start using it, it's so intuitive. That's the cool thing. It's very intuitive. And you can see right here, let me scope this in easier so for you easier to see, and a little further. And you can see right here on this market, this is the index, this is taking out this previous high. This is a new high move, rally high move, and this is another weekend trade for anybody who wants to do that 52-week rule. And who says we don't have inflation? This is crazy. The people in Washington do not look at this indicator. They say no gasoline and no food in the inflation index. So that's the most important thing to everybody out there. Last time you filled up your gas, I'm sure you paid a lot of money to fill that truck or whatever you have out there, your car or whatever it might be, and that's what counts in people's pay in their books. So I think we've seen this market continue to go higher, and I think we'll continue to see. We can see basically where we first got long this. I'm going to pull this over here so you can see this. We first got long this indicator, 278, and we're 367. And it's not to say we can't go higher, because we could go all the way out in this indicator. Look at where we were, 460. So we could go up another 100 points, another 30% from here, and it would just be devastating, I think, for the U.S. economy. But we'll see. We rely on our trade triangles. That's the key thing. Just rely on the trade triangles. You don't have to look at anything else. So let's go back to our portfolio, and we're going to look at the dollar index. And here it is. This is the dollar index, down 0.63% today. Now that's huge in foreign exchange terms. So let's go here, and I'll show you what we're talking about. The 15-month lows. We've just seen that happen. and it looks like it's going to continue to go lower. And I do not expect any recovery anytime soon in that index. So here it is. You can see, I'm going to take off some of these triangles, there's an awful lot of them, but our monthly trade triangles, 81.45 basically short, 76.94 short and a weekly, and 75.69. So all of our trade triangles are all making money right now. And look, we've taken out this important level. Well, we have taken out this important level right here. So I think based on what we're looking at, we're going to see this market, we've taken out this level here. So the next stop is going to be 74, which is right here, and possibly all the way down to maybe 71, which is the all-time low for this index. And quite frankly, the way things are going in Washington, I would not be surprised to see us go to those levels, particularly if we take this 74 level out, which could be as early as next week sometime. So let's go back to the charts, and let's look at our last markets that we're looking at, and that's going to be the stocks. I'm a little concerned about this, and I've been saying this all week in our 1 p.m. updates, and that is I'm concerned because I really don't see anything happening here. I'm going to look at the S&P 500, which is the big market. It's down just a little bit, but I'll show you the key level that we're looking at in this market. As it comes up, we're going to be looking at we'll listen to our talking charts, so we'll get an unbiased opinion. This is the key thing. We have trade triangles do not have any bias one way or the other. You can see we're long from 1131. Currently we're trading at 1331, so it's a couple of hundred points. We've got profit in here, but it doesn't matter. We'll watch this market very carefully. I'm going to close this in so we get a much closer view of where we want to be. So there it is. Let's go to a chart like this. I want to go even still further, and let's just do 3 months. It's easy. See how easy this is to do? And this is concerning me. If we close under 1330 today, I think we'll be lower for the week. And look at all these little, I would call these doji lines, where you're seeing, when you see these lines tight like this, what it means is you have basically sellers coming into the market. There's a sort of Mexican standoff. The market doesn't want to go any higher. You're also very close to this important resistance level. Let me just move this other part while we're doing that, so I'll clear this up 1 second. So let me just say off, move this over here, and let me get back to my drawing tool because I want to show you this. We've been drawing this all week, saying this is major resistance for this market right here. This is major resistance, and see how it's just really turning over. Watch this today, because if we close under this level that we're talking about, we could be in serious trouble, and we could seriously see this market come back down. But again, you want to look at our trade triangles. Now, we already have a trade triangle in place in this market, and I think the important thing to look at, let me just put that in. Let me take everything off the screen and clear that up. And yeah, here we are. We actually have a mixture. These are daily trade triangles, but you see one gave a sell signal and one gave a buy signal. Now this is the reason why we don't use daily trade triangles in stocks or indices. You really want to use the weekly here and the monthly. Now when the weekly turns down, and it will eventually turn down from somewhere, whether it's here or a much different level, I don't know. But the reality is, if it turns down, you'll be out of the market. Once you won't go short, you'll just simply cover your position and wait for a better opportunity to buy should that occur. So look, trading with the trade triangles just makes life so much easier than you'd ever want it to be. So again, let's watch this close today in this market. I think under here we're seeing this market tick down. We're doing this live. It's 1330.79. Under 1330, I think we're going to have a little more of a problem. This is already an outside day, a negative engulfing line, which is another warning sign. Plus, if we scope this down here, you're seeing some weakness coming into the Williams percent R, sort of like here. So I'd be somewhat skeptical of this market going much higher than we are right now. But you can find it. Our next update is going to be the weekend update. Watch for that and register with our blog, and then you'll get our updates automatically. So this is Adam Hewison for Market Club for the 8th of